Today, we're making some chicken tenders. Okay, so let's get started on these chicken tenders. The first thing we need to do is give them a bath. We're gonna give them a little buttermilk bath. And the key to this here, to me, I love adding this pickle juice. It has that acidity in it that really helps get it nice and tender. And that's what we really want here. I've got just a jar of pickles here. I'm just gonna drain some of the juice into it. Now I've got some cayenne. That's gonna add some flavor there and a little bit of heat. And then we got the Grove beef rub. So these chicken tenders have this little tendon right here. When you get chicken tenderloins like this, it runs down the length of this tenderloin here. You can take a fork, stick it in between that, and pull it right out if you want to. To me, it doesn't bother me. A lot of times it feels like it really just rips apart the chicken tender, so it makes it for a weird shape. I prefer just to leave it on there, but if you want to, it's not hard to get rid of. So we're gonna throw this right into this buttermilk bath, and we're gonna let this go for a little while. Be sure to mix that up really well. You can do this in a Ziploc bag if you want to, but we're gonna cover this and throw it in the fridge. All right, so it's been about 4 hours now. So this is gonna sit here to the side. What we're gonna do now is make the dredge. So there's a few different ways to do this. We're gonna be using a mixture of all-purpose flour and cornstarch. I've seen a lot of people use potato starch and different things like that. This is my favorite, and it's kind of hard to get potato starch for me. I don't really just have it in our local groceries here. We're gonna go with about 1 cup to 2 cups of AP flour. And listen, I'm doing this in a Ziploc. You can do it in a bowl by all means. I just think it makes more of a mess. Now I'm gonna add about 1/3, to the ratios, I'm gonna add about 1/3 of cornstarch to the AP flour. Now we have to season this. Please season your flour, your dredge here. I'm going with some Grove beef rub. This is gonna have salt, pepper, garlic, onion. I'm not gonna be shy about it. And I'm adding some cayenne. This is gonna add a little bit of heat, some good color, and a lot of flavor here. Now, close it up and give it a good mix. All right, now I've got something set aside here. I've got a sheet tray with some aluminum foil. You want something to set your tenders in once they've been dredged here. Now I've done this before and I know what's gonna happen, so I'm gonna go ahead and set some paper towels down. I actually like to use my hands. You could use tongs, but you'll see why here in a second, because when we go in here, I'm actually gonna kind of put it in there, and then after we shake it up, I'm gonna squeeze it into it. Now I'll go back and forth, make sure everything's really well coated. But beyond that, as I go to pick it up, I want to kind of squeeze it and make sure that we get flour kind of worked into it. That creates those ridges, and those ridges are going to get even more of that crispy texture for us. Okay, so we've got our deep fryer right here. I've got vegetable oil. You can use canola oil, peanut oil, whatever your frying oil preference is. I like vegetable oil because it's a little bit cheaper. But we're going to take these tenders, and what you don't want to do is overcrowd it. I know it sucks to fry in batches, but that's what we really need to do today. I'm only gonna be able to fit about 4 in this basket, but you don't wanna overcrowd it. But as soon as you're ready, I've got this set to about 335, 340. Now I'm gonna fry it for about 5 minutes at this lower temperature, and then I'm gonna crank the heat up and sort of double fry it. We're gonna get it really hot, and that's gonna get it to have that crispy texture that we really want, but still cooking at a lower temperature to start with so that we're not overcooking the chicken. So this has been going for about 5 minutes now. As you can see, these are looking great. We have that awesome texture. I'm gonna crank this up to about 375 degrees now, and this is a double frying method. Now, this is gonna allow us to get that really, really crunchy exterior without overcooking the inside. So let's go in now, cook it for a few more minutes at this higher temperature, and then we'll be ready to pull it out and serve it up. All right, it's been a few minutes. Let's pull these out here. And look at that golden brown texture. That is just beautiful. This is exactly what we want. Let's go ahead and drain this onto a paper towel lined tray. And then immediately, I want to hit it with some salt while it's still hot, and that salt will stick to it. All right, let's see what we got here. The rest is frying, but I'm gonna go ahead and dive into these. I can't wait any longer. This looks tremendous. This is fine by itself. You can toss this in some buffalo sauce, some garlic parm sauce, whatever it is. I will say that I do like to have some good homemade ranch dressing. So we got some of that on the side here. This looks really hot, but I don't care. I can't wait. Chicken tenders are not just for kids. I don't care what anybody says. That buttermilk bath is all the difference. It's so juicy. Listen, these chicken tenders are so good. They're so crispy, but they're so juicy on the inside. Go give this a try. You can find the full recipe on our website along with our merch and our rubs. And as always, thanks for watching.
The full recipe can be found at crowfood.com, along with our rubs, merchandise, and dozens of other great recipes. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, thanks for watching.